Hi, this is Arthur from Green Knight Trading, and today I want to talk to you about what to do when you see such a bloody day as today or the whole week. Let me tell you, back in my day, I've seen my best friend drawn and quartered, and Lancelot, I miss you, bro. It happens. In the battlefield or the marketplace, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't care about you, and therefore you shouldn't care about it. This doesn't mean you don't care about your investments. I just mean you need to approach it indifferently, without emotion, to make the best investing strategy. So tip number one to handle a day that it seems like maybe your whole net worth is falling is take a deep breath and relax, because stressing out isn't going to help. It's staring at your account all day, watching the numbers tick up and down isn't going to change anything. If anything, watching that's going to stress you out, and the more stress you have, the less logical decisions you are going to make. So don't make any rash decisions. Don't go with the herd. That's the worst thing you want to do. If you see everybody on the battlefield running towards the same direction, you have to be careful, because it could be a trap. So the trap when you're investing is to just start selling off because everybody is selling off. When everybody is selling off, and in investing this is more true than ever, you should be looking for buying opportunities. Let me repeat that. When everyone is running away, that's when you should be running towards it. All of these companies that you previously liked, if they are dropping, that's an opportunity. You can now buy something you like at a discount. But now this comes to point number two. These stocks that you are picking, that you've invested in, it's a great time when it's a bloody day to reevaluate your portfolio. So if you chose a company that you really liked because of its fundamentals, or you had an idea about where it was going, when there is a day such as today, if it's truly still the company you love, then you should continue holding it, because nothing fundamentally has changed. Right now, it's just panic because of a variety of reasons, because of interest rates ticking back up, a fear of inflation. But this is through the whole industry. Everything is affected. So don't be scared. Don't react in fear. But there is a possibility that now you look at certain investments and you realize you don't really believe in them as much as you did before. And in that case, it's okay to readjust. But then there's a deeper problem that initially you weren't choosing the right investments. So just be aware of that. That's really important. Trying to be aware of how you feel and being able to separate out how you feel from what the right decision is. My next tip is to make sure you're actually diversified. Now, if you've watched this channel, us at Green Knight Trading, we're pretty heavy on a couple of stocks, but that doesn't mean we're not diversified. It just means we've seen what we think is the winner in a certain industry and gone heavy on it. But besides a tech company that I really love, I also have some Bitcoin. I also have some cash. I have money not just in EV stock, but also in food stock. So diversify across industries. Make sure your money is spread out across different accounts too. Now, technically that doesn't really make a difference, right? $10,000 here, $10,000 there. What's the difference between putting $20,000 all together? But if your money is spread out, number one, it's safer. If any one account or brokerage goes down, you can still access your money somewhere else. Number two, mentally, it's also a great way to not feel so invested in any one account. If your money is spread out across 5, 6, 7 accounts, one account could not be doing well, but another one could be doing better. And it also stops you from making too many rash decisions. If, let's say, your whole life savings is in one place, you will have an easier time when you panic to just pull everything out at once. But if your money's spread out across 8 accounts, there's no way you can do that. And very rarely is that the right solution. So this is going back to my previous tip. Make sure you're just staying calm. Another tip I have when stuff like this happens, and this is for just regular people, but make sure you have a side hustle. And the side hustle is twofold. One, it gives you side income, but number two, it also distracts yourself. If you just have a day job and you're investing, or if your day job is investing, that can be incredibly stressful. A lot of my tips are just psychological, because at the end of the day, if you were to just do nothing, it would probably play out better, because time in the market usually just beats pulling in and out, and you making rash emotional decisions isn't really going to help. So I would highly recommend you pick up a side hustle or even a couple of side hustles, so that if you were to lose a lot of this money or even all of this money, you should still have your main job that brings in income and a couple of other options. With these couple of other options that give you a sense of security, you will feel more protected and be more at peace and just be able to weather storms like this better. And my last tip is to just zoom out. Look at the earth, or imagine the earth from the perspective of a star, and then look at us, all these little humans, little ants, still fighting wars, having petty dramas, being mad about traffic, and realize that we are all very insignificant. And I know that gives me peace when I'm stressing out about the next battle I need to do, or my friends constantly texting me while I'm trying to make a video, and it's very frustrating, but I'm going to breathe through it. I know they mean well. You have your health, if you have your family, if you have a house. If you have any of those, you should be grateful. So make sure you count your blessings, because we all have that next thing we want. We all remember how awesome our accounts are doing 2 weeks ago, and now it just feels like everything's gone to shit. But the reality is, if you're able to watch YouTube videos, you are in a very good position, and you shouldn't stress as much as you probably are. So just try to relax, breathe, go work out, or do something good for your body, good for your mind. That's it. If that dude texts me one more time, whoever that is, I love him. I'm at peace. But yeah, those are my tips to get through it. Let me know what your favorite methods of coping with stress or looking at very bloody down days. My personal opinion is that this is just a correction. Who knows how much longer it's going to go. Generally, things are looking up though. We have the stimulus bill coming. The House is about to pass it. There's a lot of good things along the horizon. There's also a lot of uncertainty. You can feel the opposing forces, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be opposing forces. There's always going to be volatility. And when there's volatility, there's opportunity. And that's when, if you know how to trade, if you know how to play options, that can be very lucrative, but that's a video for another time. This is Green Knight Trading, where Squires become knights. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this format or what other topics you want me to talk about. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.